I am not a sports channel by any means, but from the situation we're seeing with Caitlin Clark, a lot of people are severely missing the plot. If you don't already know who this woman is, Caitlin Clark is hands down one of the most hyped up WNBA players, and the best comparison I can give you to what hype she's getting is to what LeBron has gotten in the NBA. And if you were born during the time that LeBron was a rookie, I know I'm young, but I was at least 4. You couldn't find a single person on the planet that didn't think LeBron James was the messiah of basketball, me included at 4 years old. With even him being this phenom in basketball, you still had the vets of the league hating on him, man. Darius Miles, one of the vets on the Cavaliers in 2004, literally said there were better players in LeBron's position already. If you know anything about LeBron James, clearly that wasn't the case. And now let's get back on topic. The same is happening with Caitlin Clark. But the difference between LeBron in 2004 and Caitlin Clark in 2024 is the fact that sports media is just terrible, not to mention social media, bruh. Like, a lot of this is because a lot of people are just chronically online and this is what they decided to care about. But also, sports media is a major hand in making this Caitlin Clark situation much fucking worse for a lot of reasons. To Caitlin Clark's credit, however, she is literally considered one of the greatest college athletes of all time, and if you watched her, you know this is the case, bruh. The USA women's basketball team also said that they think it would be irresponsible for Caitlin Clark to be on this team for marketing reasons, which, to be fair, is a very valid point. Yes, everybody wants to see the WNBA look good. They want them to be profitable as the NBA at some point. But to put Caitlin Clark on the Olympic team when she is a rookie, she literally just took off her cap and gown, graduating from Iowa, and now we're expecting her to just start balling out on Brazilians? Splashing on Spaniards. She barely got a fucking bachelor's degree, man. Like, just let her sit down and cook, man. But because of sports media and the quest and hunger to make everything profitable, and trying to put Caitlin Clark, the rookie who still needs to grow and understand the game, the playbooks of the damn team she's on the Olympic team? No, that's just dumb. And in my opinion, it was the best decision for USA basketball to do this, because you're putting Caitlin Clark in a catch-22 situation at the age of fucking 22, bro. Do you know how much pressure that is too? You just graduated college and everybody is expecting you to be the greatest player to ever put on a pair of Nikes in your first year? And then you gotta go represent your country and beat other countries who also know that about you. Bear in mind, she can't even rent a damn car without the fucking under the age of 25 tax. And because sports media has eyes on it and they want the clicks, they don't even care if she would have done bad if she was on that team, because it gives sports media the full privilege to analyze and criticize Caitlin Clark's fall from grace or whatever headline they make from it. And honestly, because of what sports media has done already, they've outlined the reasons why social media has become extremely toxic regarding Caitlin Clark. Besides the weird dudes, and you know specifically which weird dudes I'm talking about regarding this class of WNBA players, I would be lying if I didn't say there is a telescope on Caitlin Clark's every action and every move, and we've seen this based on the think pieces we've seen on Twitter, or at least that I've seen on Twitter. I don't recommend you go there. Oh, it's bad, and it's the same 5 fucking conversations every year, man. I want to throw this in here before I forget. I think that this year's class of WNBA players is the most exciting thing we've had since Maya Moore, Candace Parker, and Arike Ogunbowale. Those are 3 players I know y'all don't fucking know. I'm not even gatekeeping the WNBA. Y'all should just know them if you know ball. A lot of the discourse about Caitlin Clark is because the people starting the conversations don't know ball. I'm not even saying you got to be a pure hooper to truly understand Caitlin Clark. I'm just saying understand the WNBA. Because what I feel like a lot of people are doing, they're comparing the WNBA standards to the NBA standards. And I'm not even trying to sound patriarchal or misogynist when I say that. It is literally unfair to do that. Do you know how long the WNBA has been a professional league for women's basketball? Since 1996. There are people who are going to watch this video who are older than the WNBA. And you're expecting these athletes to compete with the NBA, which has been around since damn near fucking World War II. A quick check on basketball references, once again, I'm not a sports channel, would show you that every single all-star that is in the WNBA shoots below a 40% field goal percentage. And that's not to hate on them. They play a different league of basketball than the NBA because they're simply not just dunking on everybody. It's a much more fundamental and systematic sport than the NBA. You can't just rim run and be successful. But bringing it all the way back to the central point, because all of that knowledge isn't common knowledge for the common person on Twitter, you get these talking points that just shouldn't exist. Like, you'll see a clip of Caitlin Clark like shouting after hitting a three, and people are saying, oh, she's so arrogant, she should have much more class. Brother, I'm trying to tell you, you would not be saying this shit about any NBA player. If anything, you mad if they not talking shit. And then a lot of this, which in a lot of ways I do completely understand, and I'm gonna explain after I say this, the talking point saying that Caitlin Clark is racist and she does not like black athletes, the way she's talking to them by these accounts on Twitter, this is not what that is. I swear this is not. But I do understand it. I really do, because this is another white darling that is put into the mainstream en masse. This is another white person dominating the main sphere when there have been multiple black and brown athletes who have done this for decades. I think Arike Agumbawale should get a lot more attention than she's getting, but guess what? She isn't. And to the common person who isn't watching the WNBA, seeing this white woman be thrown up here when she may have heard Brittany Griner, when she may have heard Arike Agumbawale, when she may have heard Candace Parker, they're gonna be pissed because they're like, what did she do? She didn't do shit. She's a Nepo baby, essentially. But it feels like she used an element of nepotism to get into the mainstream media, when in general, it is just sports media and the mainstream trying to make a buck off of this kid. And because of all this attention that is being put on Caitlin Clark, you have disdain from people in the league that are just actually bullying her. And I'm talking fully flagrant fouls just because of Caitlin Clark. If you've ever watched The Last Dance, I want y'all to think of the Jordan rules. Those are what's happening to Caitlin Clark. And even talking about her field goal percentage, as a rookie, bro, I just never understood this point. Because when you get older, you start to realize that rookie year, that transition from college to professional sports is not fucking easy at all. You're being undervalued by your team because they're giving you the absolute rookie's minimum, and you're stuck on that team for 4 years like you weren't just going to school for 4 fucking years. And you gotta try to impress these people who have nothing but time to fangirl over the team that you're on. And if you fuck up just once, you're toast. I like to think about Cade Cunningham, mainly because I'm a Detroit Pistons fan, right? Cade was good, but he was not the most outstanding elite all-star year one. It's impossible for him to do that. So to expect Caitlin Clark, literally 2 months after she graduated college, to be the greatest WNBA basketball player is asinine to me. The fuck am I saying asinine for? This shit's stupid. For all the motherfuckers out there, were you the best at whatever the fuck you were doing the first month? Taking it seriously and making money from it? I'm talking to you, Mr. Salesman. That's actually a double entendre. I'm not gonna tell y'all how though. You weren't, and you'd be lying. It takes time to be good. There has to be given grace to rookies, including Caitlin Clark. I have to be fair, the majority of the conversations regarding the WNBA is because of her. What she did in Iowa was nothing short of a fucking anomaly. She was just that damn good. And ooh, I really don't want to say this point either, because the point I was saying before about the white darling, you gotta give her some support and make her feel like she's welcome here. Because of this specific person bringing this much attention to the league you play in, if she does good, you make more money. You get more sponsorships, you get more brand deals, and the league between the WNBA and the NBA becomes much closer. That gap gets smaller. A lot of the things that are happening to Caitlin Clark wouldn't happen if it wasn't for sports media being so fucking greedy. They genuinely don't give a damn what happens to Caitlin Clark so long as they get their pocketbooks signed, checked, and their salaries paid. And this is really sad because the growth potential of the WNBA is now endless. Women's basketball as a whole is going to grow a lot from this, but the resistance to it is gonna kill its own growth. As much as I didn't want it to be Caitlin Clark, it is, and we gotta love it for what it is. Because the alternative is everybody disrespecting the WNBA and not legitimizing the women who put in time and effort to be good at what they're doing. That's the end of the rant, man. Caitlin Clark, you don't deserve it. If you even watched this video, which I doubt it. If you enjoyed this rant, leave a like on the video. Put your boy in the algorithm so everybody can see your boy, BasedDom. Yes, sir, man. Leave a comment. What have you seen on your social medias, either X, Twitter, Instagram, anything really about Caitlin Clark. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it Let me know in the comments. Let's have a conversation. And subscribe, man. I still genuinely don't know how we have hit 3K, and I'm just very humbled by that fact, and I'm just excited. I'm so excited to keep making content for y'all, man. The community is getting bigger and bigger, man. We just spreading our wings out. I appreciate my subscribers, both old and new, because you make my dreams of being a content creator realer and realer every day, and I love you. If you want to follow me on Instagram, that's in the description. If you want to join my public Discord, that is in the description as well. But yeah, man, it's been BasedDom, people. Deuces.